Scientific study of RIG VEDA, class 40. That is RIG VEDA Mandal-1, Chapter-1, Anuvak-1, Sooktha 2. In Sooktha 2, Mandras 4, 5 and 6. Today we are going through these Mandras. Here the Devada is Indra and Vayu, that is gas. Gas means gaseous form of substance, solid, liquid and gas. So all the things that is in the gaseous state. Now the other Devada is Indra, that is the force. If there is any activity taking place, chemical or anything like that, a force is acting behind these actions, which coordinate the activity of that operation. For any activity, there should be a plan, and behind it there is a science. So through this science and force, there comes out a force which forces these substances to change into the product. So Indra is the driving force or the coordinating force which controls and guides this activity based on the science behind it and the plan, if there is any behind it. So this is an invisible force. Now let us go through the first mantra, that is the fourth mantra in Sooktha 2, and see what it says.
RIGVEDam Mandalam 1, Sooktham 2 4. Devada Indranum Vayu, Rishi Madhu Chandas Gayatri. Indra Vayu ime Sudha, Upaprayo Bhiragadam, Indravo Vamushandihi.
It says that we get the soma or input ready and invites Indra and Vayu to come there to take part in that action. So soma is the input. Suppose we are cooking food, the soma is water. Rice, if we are preparing rice, the input is raw rice, water, etc. We are placing it in a pot, and below it there is the heat, agni or fire, and we are inviting Indra and this air. Air is required in most actions. For example, to burn wood or to get fire, air is required. So we should invite air. Air is around us, but it will come when we burn the wood or burn the gas. Then only Agni is produced. So we invite Vayu and Indra. That Indra is the invisible force which, based on this science, it is converting this soma into or input into product. So we are inviting Indra and Vayu, and says that we are kept ready all the inputs that is required. So invites Indra and Vayu so as to convert it into the product or final product. In the case of cooking food, if we are giving rice, raw rice and water, Indra will come and Agni will come. Agni, we are firing this below the pot, and Indra will convert it with the help of gas, convert this input into the food rice. Now let us go to the next mantra, that is the fifth mantra, and see what it says.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 2 5. ഋഷി മധുഛന്ദസ്, ദേവത വായുവും ഇന്ദ്രനും, ഛന്ദസ് ഗായത്രി. വായവിന്ദ്രശ്ച ചേതസുദാനാം വാജിനീവസു താവാം യാതമുപദ്രവത്.
It says that Indra and Vayu know how to convert this Soma into Agni. Indra knows how to convert it into this Soma into, we are giving this Soma or input to this Indra and Vayu, and Indranis and Vayu know how to convert it into the product, Anna. Anna means the product. So, invites both of them to come quickly and convert it into the Anna. So, you should commit quickly. So, we want the food at the earliest to convert it this process, to complete this process at the earliest. So, invite Indra and Agni, Vayu to come quickly. Now, let us go through the sixth mantra and see what it says.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 2 6. ഋഷി മധുഛന്ദസ്, ദേവത വായുവും ഇന്ദ്രനും. വായുവിന്ദ്രശ്ച സുന്വത ആയതം ഉപനിഷ്കൃതം മക്ഷിത്തഥാ ധിയാനരാം.
Here also it invites Indra and air to come quickly. So they are coordinating the activity. So we invite, after placing the Soma, we invite Agni, invites air and Indra to come quickly and to accept these pure substances inputs, purified inputs that we are placed there. So we are inviting it, these Indra and Vayu to come there and accept it, because we are giving inputs to the driving force or coordinating force, that is Indra. For example, if we want to construct a building, we should give this inputs, materials, bricks, sand, etc. to the mason, and he is using the materials. Then he gives us, after using it, this mason will give us the constructed building. We are giving input to him. We are giving input to the system, and the system is giving out as the product. For example, in the mixie, we are placing the inputs. Mixie takes it and it will convert it into the grinded or juice or anything like that as product. We will get the product, and the input this mixie will take. Likewise, here Indra is the driving force or controlling force, controlling the activity that is taking place there, and say we are giving inputs to this system which contains this Indra, this driving force which coordinates the activities, and Indra accepts this and gives out the product. So invites Indra and air to, air also is required. For energy is required. To get energy, we should require air. For burning wood or burning gas to get the fire heat, air is required. So invite both air and this Indra, the invisible force, to come there and accept this soma or input that we placed there. It is placed there for Indra and also for this air. So accept it quickly and convert it into the product. That is in general. In every action, if we are doing any work, we are converting some materials into the another form, from one state to another. So a number of changes are taking place inside that system. So in that process, there is a driving force or a controlling force acting invisibly inside the system, which convert this from these inputs to the product. This is based on certain science principles. Some chemical every action in this universe can be treated as a chemical action. Breaking wood itself is a chemical action. While breaking wood, atoms are separating. So that is a chemical reaction. Atoms are bonded together in the wood. If we want to break it, these bonds have to be first separated. These bonds are to be broken, and these atoms are to be, or molecules are to be separated. So that is a chemical reaction. So in every action there is some chemical actions taking place. In every process there is some chemical action taking place, and that is based on certain science principles. And behind this, some forces taking place. There are some forces acting there to separate these materials, these components or atoms or molecules, and then come joining in another way so as to get a new product. So the force that acts at that point based on this science principle is known as Indra. So what all things we are doing, Indra is the force, controlling force, which controls the operation there. It converts, we are supplying the inputs, and it converts this input to output based on certain science principles. And Indra is the coordinator. He is controlling the activities inside that process. Now, let us go through another Devata in the next class.